Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Today, I would like to give you a piece of news and information where, again, our free mass media told us the truth and they tried to milk milk us out of tears and compassion for uh, one side of the whatever happens in Ukraine, which I will say on the side of the Ukrainians. So this is that's why I'm trying not to get too involved in that. I don't actually talk about the military advances or military successes or failures of the Russians because only they fail. The Ukrainians are always winning, and as I said, Russians are losers and they all die and so on. But somehow they're still fighting. But that's why I don't try according to the mass media here. I'm trying not to get involved in that because they're all lie. But the thing is that we don't really hear the other side of the story unless we look deeper and deeper. Our mass media, the corporate media, is not doing what they're required to do. Report the news objectively and factually. But when did they do this, right? So anyway, I think it was better before, but not. This is right in your face. Boom. So I want to discuss. So I'm trying not to provide oh my god, they conquered this, they lost this, they bombed that, because it's propaganda everywhere. But there are certain things that I'm waiting for things to settle down, and then the truth will come up. So in this case, I think you all remember when in the Black Sea, it was a Russian vessel, war vessel, navy, approached the former Romanian island called the Serpents Island, or the island of the snakes, or the Snake Island, that was taken by Russia and given to the Russian Soviet Union, my bad, and given to Ukraine, Mocha, like uh, I would say Crimea, if you read history, and the eastern part of Ukraine as well, and other territories from Romania, other territories from Hungary, other territories from Poland, and all around it. And that's the new Ukraine that we have to defend its borders, basically taken from the neighbors. History is available. Just put a little bit of effort. So anyway, and there was that news that that group of Ukrainian military officers and whatever they were stationed on the Snake Island, when the Russian Navy approached and they said, "Hey, you should you give up, lay your weapons down, and surrender." Was that famous yourselves? And everybody was, "Oh my God, look at that, man!" And they made symbols out of these soldiers, and even I mentioned that because that's an act of bravery, like the Spartans when the the invaders, Xerxes and his said, lay down your weapons, and the Spartans famously said, not only in movies, but that's reality, reality reported by the Greeks. Let's put it this is from antiquity. We know that. So they said, "Come and get him." So kind of the same thing. These guys, the guys, the Ukrainian military said, "You know what? Themselves." So anyway, basically, we're not going to do. And we found uh, articles that all those guys were killed brutally by the war criminals. How do you call them? Russians. Well, not true. So here it is. It's an I will post this and I will upload it in the description box. And this is a video from the news.com.au, probably Australia. I don't know if it's Austria or Australia. Doesn't matter. You can look at. I'm gonna upload it. And it says here that it was later confirmed, and there's videos that the guard the guards were actually alive and being held by the Russians as prisoners of war. And they were swapped with the Russians. that's how we know now that none of them died in that yourself thing. Nevertheless, from heroes dropped to regular military, and that's fine. No problem with that. It's just how the things are reported to us. It's a clear example, and I know there's some more information that comes and is provided as evidence by the current mass media that is going to again turn to be a lie. All lies, not all, some lies, because you can't in a war, you have some victories here, you lose here, and then the whole thing goes to a certain direction, and eventually one of them loses, or the other one wins, or they just stop and say, okay, let's have an armistice and don't fight anymore. Okay, and that means we stop with the status quo that we have at that point. But here, these guys are still fighting, but all that I hear is that I hear, that I read, that I see is the Ukrainians are fighting back and the Russians just stalled and they're just slaughtered. I know that can't be true in a war. You have to have little victories here and there, and it seems like, Anyway, so that's it for now. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just. See you in a minute. Ciao.